Hi, I'm Dan Sater, president of Sater Design Collection. And I know that building a new home can be a very daunting experience. And that's why in our plans we put together, we try to address as many needs for our customers in our home designs, we try to think through. But there's always a need to make modifications to the plan. And there's a lot of questions that we often have about that. We put some of those questions with answers on our website. But we thought it would be best to create a little video to present a scenario where someone might come in looking to modify a plan and kind of what that might look like. So thank you for viewing, and ask that you just watch this video simulation of a customer coming in requesting a modification to one of our plans. Thank you. Hi, Ben.
Yes.
Dan Sater.
Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, I love your designs. However, I found one that I personally love with my family. However, we have certain modifications need done. I was hoping you could help me with this.
I'm sure we can. Why don't you step into our conference room here? We'll sit down and see what we can do for you.
Great news. Thank you.
Okay. Oh, and by the way, I may not actually be greeting you at the door there, but we will have someone there to greet you for sure. So Ben, I understand obviously Prairie Pine Court is a plan that you're interested in starting out with your modifications. You want to tell me about the changes you want to make?
Yes, absolutely. I love the plan. However, I want to tell you up front, I do have some building restrictions with my local building department. Also, I picked a second story from a completely different house that I wanted to add onto this plan, and also add some additional square footage to the plan, and adds a couple different cosmetics to it. How could you help me with this?
Well, what you're presenting is, and many clients do, they want to think they can combine two different plans together, but it's going to totally change the, because you mentioned earlier that you love the appearance of the Prairie Pine Court plan. So it's a one-story home. If you took this plan and tried to combine the second floor of it, it would totally change the aesthetics, the look, and the feel and flow of this particular plan. So what I would suggest, and that's getting into what we would call, a semi-custom plan modification. It's much more extensive, and you talk about something that might be $3 a square foot to make a change like that, because it's really almost a redraw in many ways.
That's it.
Maybe you can tell me about what you're trying to accomplish, and then maybe we can see how this plan can maybe address it without going so drastic.
Really, on the two-story, just an additional bedroom and maybe like a loft. That's about it on the second story. But I definitely love the plan, and I was hoping that we can work with what we have.
Well, certainly one of the popular things we've done with this particular plan has got the large garage area, as you know there. So a lot of times we've created a bonus room space over here, and with the size of it, we could probably create a little game room plus an extra overflow guest suite if that's what you're trying to do. And then that way the modifications are kind of limited to the extent of this roof line over the garage, and it doesn't hurt the impact of the streetscape of the main house. And certainly if you want to make extend out the master suite or make the porch a little deeper, those are easier changes to accomplish.
That's it.
Because sometimes with the modifications, they typically on average our average fee is about $4,000 above and beyond the cost of the license fee.
So you're telling me it's not simply just a click?
Exactly. No, CAD is strictly lines on a monitor versus lines on paper, and we have to manipulate those and move them. It'd be great if CAD software was the point I could literally talk to my computer like Siri and say, Siri, add 2 feet here, add a second floor. Unfortunately, it's not like that.
That's it. So the changes do impact the cost of the modification.
Very much so.
Okay.
And like I said, the average at $4,000, but we've had changes. Could be a matter of a few hours, could be a matter of $400 or $500 to over could be $20,000 depending on the extent of the changes. Even more than that if it's a custom design, which we do offer to the customers. A lot of people aren't aware of that. They may find not one particular plan, but they find a feel or a look that they want. And because of maybe their site conditions, it's going to dictate that maybe we do a custom design, which that could be anywhere from $6 to almost $10 a square foot, depending on the levels and complexity of the house. But we do offer that for the customers.
But I have one thing that is very important: time frame. Literally, I need to get this house done before the rainy season comes So literally I need these plans done yesterday. How can you help me?
One way we could do that would just buy the plan as is, and you can walk out the door with it. You know?
I wish it would be that easy.
Yeah.
However, I do need the modifications.
And it will take time to
Okay.
do that. I mean, the process usually from a simple modification might be 4 to 6 weeks.
Okay, that's
To
great.
doing a whole custom design, you're talking about maybe it could be several months
Okay.
to do that process. But usually a typical modification, we're usually with the customers around 4 to 6 weeks.
Now, when I receive the end product, will I need to add any additional information to the plans, or can I just build from it?
Well, again, we're starting out with a pre-drawn stock plan.
Okay.
So we try to address everything. We design it to the International Residential Code, which is
Great.
pretty much universal throughout the U.S. But some areas have certain codes.
Mhm.
Obviously here in Florida,
Yes.
it's the Florida Building Code, and there's a lot of special things dealing with uplift and wind issues. And we always recommend any customer we're working with is these plans have everything as far as the how the house is to be from the ground up, how it's to look and be built. But we don't really deal with structure. We get some basic components of how the structure works, where we think there should be load-bearing walls. But in reality, every site condition is so different. You could be near the coastline and very sandy soil. You might require a piling foundation.
I see.
Some areas, like for example in Texas, because some of the soil conditions, they have like a pin footing system. So in mountainous areas, obviously some different conditions there. So you need to get a structural engineer to kind of review the plans and to design. Now, it may not be required everywhere. There's some areas where you don't even only permit, you need the septic permit. You don't even need to submit a set of plans. But we always advise our customers it's a wise investment to have a structural engineer review at least and design a structural system for the home.
Well, I'm very appreciative with all this information. I definitely want to move to the next step.
Great, that's great. Well, I hope this video was informative to you and answered some questions you might have. If you have other questions, certainly feel free to reach out to us. You can call us. You can email us at customerservice@saterdesign.com, and we'll be glad to answer any questions you may have. Also, we'll be posting additional videos on a regular basis on our website. You can go to our YouTube channel. You can certainly go to our Facebook group page as well. But again, we're here to help you through the home design process, and we want to make sure that it's a pleasurable and rewarding experience. And anything we can do to help, we'll be glad to do that. Thank you so much for your time.